Hello and welcome to Bowler CBT Labs. My name is Matt Bowler, and in this video we will be taking a look at the Cisco SSL WebVPN, and in this particular lab we will be exploring the clientless side of the SSL VPNs. If you recall, and if you've seen the other lab, we focused on the SSL VPN using the iOS WebVPN feature set, but we connected and configured it for use with the AnyConnect client, which gives us more of an in-depth and full scope of access into the remote network, whereas the WebVPN portal is, I hesitate to use the word lightweight, but it is more restrictive, and essentially it is more lightweight. There isn't a client that is necessarily required for you to download in order to have access. So due to that nature, it is, as I said, more restricted, and you are only allowed to access certain resources and utilize certain services to the internal network which you are connecting to. So in this particular scenario, we are using a similar topology, similar to the one that we use for the AnyConnect client. However, there are several different features that we will explore that are utilized within the WebVPN portal itself. We see here that the remote client, this is actually my laptop, which I am sitting on right now, and I am remoted into this computer which is running GNS3, and within GNS3 there are 3 virtual routers. So I will be connecting through a switch, a 3550, Cisco Catalyst 3550, and then through that switch I am hitting a network card which is actually bound to the interface connecting to this untrust router right here. So I'm acting as a remote client which will be connecting to our SSL VPN over here over an untrusted network. And then I'll be configuring a few features within the WebVPN portal, such as the URL lists or bookmarks that we can access. I'll also be configuring some WIN servers or NBNS servers, which allow us to access internal resources such as file shares and web servers or intranet servers. And then we have this router over here called intranet. And what I've done with that particular router, just change the IP here. What I've done with this particular router is set up the HTTP service, and you will see in just a few moments as we go through the configuration, I'll configure a bookmark that points specifically to the IP address. In your environment you could use a URL if you have that sort of service enabled, the DNS service enabled, but I'll just be using an IP address. So once we actually get to the SSL WebVPN portal, we'll see a list of URLs that I've configured, and we'll attempt to hit one of those URLs, which is actually pointing to this router over here, and we'll hit the web interface through that router. And then I'll also demonstrate how I am unable to hit that particular interface if I am not logged in through the VPN. So we will begin here with the configuration of the iOS CA server, and we'll be setting that up on the untrust router, and then we'll be joining the SSL VPN router to that iOS CA. I've already generated a self-signed certificate, and I've configured